Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Hi, folks. Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. No problems knocking that one down.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Launches a three. Buries it from three.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's De Silva. The three-pointer off the mark. And we're about a minute into the first. Three-pointer. He drops it from range. He has 6.
And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
To the left side wing. They set the pick. And he's going for the lob. Oh, it's stolen. Inside.
Get out of the way!
Wow. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, just aggressive and effective. Taking it right to the defense. Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, PA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Gets the three to fall.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Let's go with a three. Hits the trifecta. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Picked it out of midair. And here they come. Here's De Silva. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. From deep. Edwards pulls it in.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
To the inside. Takes a three. Nails it from beyond the arc. 12 points for him.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Down low. Can they get it? Gets the three ball to go.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
And there's a pick. A minute 39 left to play in the first. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Shot from the top of the key, and he drops that one in.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Jacks up a three. Unable to get that one. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Brooks outside. Here's Balmaro. Still no points. Chalk up 2 there.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Away team foul. Shields. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's a screen. The three is up. He can't get that one to fall. Brooks left side. 29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Shot is up. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 of his 8 attempts. Fires from deep. Offensive board. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Ooh, poked away. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. They lead by 4. And we'll be back in just... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
Let's be honest, that's not a shot he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often. That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
There's a screen. Lets it go from deep. Another shot. And a two-handed jam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. And he buries his first look.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Drains the triple.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
There's the triple. And he can't get that one. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. There's the three. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. On Wednesday, then on Friday.
The upside of road trips, like the one they have scheduled, is you really get a chance to come together as a team. It's a great way to get closer with your squad and build trust among your teammates.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Lets the three fly. And Booker pulls it down. Clock at 6. On target from range. 6 points for him.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Here's Mirotic. Misses the three. To the middle. It's stolen away. We've got 1:48 left to play in the second quarter. There's a screen. 4-3. For three. From downtown. Knocks down the triple.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Oh, they get a hand on it. To the left wing. The three. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Fires the 3. Counted from distance.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Pass to McCormick. Out left to the wing. Launches it. And that one's good. Mirotic.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Lets it go from the wing. The shot misses.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And that one is hammered home.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. And so that brings the first half to a close. Up 11. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Bench Bob. They've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
Let's shift gears now. And that's a wrap on.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's Edwards. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Edwards got his first points of the game.
Well, he didn't need to add the spice, but I like it spicy.
The shot no good. Out to the right wing. To the right side. Three-pointer. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 17.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Three-pointer, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
From behind the arc. From outside the arc. He buries it from 3.
How about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Over to the left wing. With the drive. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that. Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Pulls it from the corner. And here comes the break for the lead. That one no good.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Drills it from deep.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Takes the 3. The 3 ball. Offensive rebound. Pass to De Silva. 6 to shoot. And finally they hit one.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Did he think he could get away with that? It was a pretty obvious call.
Nothing wrong with being physical, but that's just over the top.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Balmaro, out to the wing.
Well, he was terrific in the first half, guys. Maybe some adjustments from the opposing team coach, and he's lost a little bit of that touch here in the second.
That ties it up. Give him 23.
You know, it takes incredible accuracy to drain it from that deep. So impressive.
1:53 left in the third quarter. Outside for Brooks. Over to the wing. With the fadeaway. Drops in the three.
This has been a running theme for him. Hit a number of threes in the first half. Now nails another.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Going inside. De Silva with the rebound.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated. Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Brooks against Edwards. From the arc. To the wing on the left. Just 5 to shoot. Tries again. That shot off the mark. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
Fires in the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Shot to stop the run. Sends it home from three-point land.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Launches it from deep. Shot is off. Now 10 for 15. It's intercepted. From deep three-point land. No good on the shot. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition. And
that's the end of the third, and it's tied up. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And he gets it to go.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Puts it up. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it.
Yeah, once again, he's getting it rolling. His confidence is building, makes that shot almost impossible to stop.
Off target with the 3. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Booker surveying the D. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Mirotic. No good with the triple.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
The ball's knocked loose. The three is up. Can't get it to drop.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Down low. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Now, there's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Defense leading to offense. I love it. Nice job reading the situation and finding a way to swipe the rock.
At the line for the away team.
And that one misses. Pass to De Silva. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. De Silva's gone 1 for 3 on the night. The three knocks down the long J.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. That one is off.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Substitution on the court.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. On the break. Pass to Mirotic. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth.
Third team foul. 0. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line for 2.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's an 8-point ball game. Fires for 3. They get the rebound. Second chance shot. And it's good on the lay-in.
He kicks it out, takes advantage of the open space. That'll leave a defense scrambling.
The shot. They set the pick. And there's the drive.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Hits a three-pointer. 32 points in the game for him.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
0. Third personal foul. Third team foul.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6.
2 shots.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
54 seconds left in the final quarter. This one for 3. Cash. And now they trail by just 4.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Now here's Brooks. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6.
Third team foul. Lucic. First personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5.
2 shots.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Out left to the wing. To the left side wing. Money from deep.
Lucic.
9 seconds left in the fourth.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
taking 2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They played the villain.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Fall, and it's Papanikolaou in at the 3. The shot's good from Fournier.
And, you know, when it comes to carving up the defense, Fournier, very clever, especially in the pick and roll, where they don't have any idea what to do with it.
Lets the 3 fly. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Pass to Vizenkov. Here's Papanikolaou, 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. And it's Vizenkov missing.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Fall with the rebound. One-on-one here, and the call will be against Fournier. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Got that one up quick.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Good on the triple.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And he's good on the 3-ball. He has 6.
I'm not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
From deep. It's good from long range.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
There's the pick, and the call will be against Fournier. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
3 from the inbound. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Pass to Fall.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. To the left wing. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Pass to Vizenkov. And the 3 off target. Vizenkov's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And stolen by Fournier. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's the 3. Over to the left wing. Vizenkov drains it from beyond the arc. Vizenkov's got 6 points.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Count that one.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
The visitors with the ball to the left side wing. There's the pick. Pass to Peters. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the teardrop. Can't get the layup.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Tries the spin move. Here's De Silva. Jacks up a 3. Lucic. Offline with his three. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Evans outside. From downtown, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's Edwards. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Evans against Edwards. There's the three. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. This one for three. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Out to the wing. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Edwards. And he drains the three, but let's see. They miss.
2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
Again, they need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need to replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. They lead by 3, and we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
There's a good screen. The three. Traps in the tray.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Whole team foul. 0. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. To the inside. It's stolen.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal.
That one goes in. He's got 5.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Whole team foul. Arthur, first personal foul. Second team foul.
Launches a three. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And the dunk by Booker.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Evans. From past the arc, bangs home the trifecta. Evans has got 6 points.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now Dorsey hasn't made one yet. Takes the three. Kicks it out to Evans. Goes back up. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Evans has gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Giffey sinks the triple.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Dorsey. Pass to Peters. For 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3 points.
Peters has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, And a miss there on the triple. A tight game here in Utah. From outside the arc. Pass to Dorsey. Evans kicks to Dorsey. Clock at 6. The fader. Drills it from outside.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
They set the screen. Good on the three-point shot. 8 points for him.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
1:03 left in the first half. Great open look there. Dorsey's got 5 points in the quarter. Kicks it out to Booker. Booker is screen on Evans. Three-pointer. Over to the wing for the three. Nailed from three-point land.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range. Evans has got 11.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
The three. You can't get that one to fall. 20 seconds left here in the second. Here's Dorsey. Carries it from three-point range.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
Pulls up on the wing. Peters grabs the miss.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
You got to be feeling pretty good if you're one of the teams at the top of your conference.
It's a huge confidence boost. Lets you know that they're doing. Love that they're taking high percentage shots, and it hasn't been easy for them. It's hard to score inside when the defense is collapsing on you.
Thanks for spending halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And the home team has possession. There's the screen. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Off target from outside. Evans outside. To the paint, here's Peters. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Pass to Evans. Over Edwards. To Silva with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Lucic hands it from downtown. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Dorsey passes to Evans. High post shot. That one goes. Count it. Evans has got 13 points.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
The trade. That shot, no good.
That's one for their first four to start the second half.
Pass to Dorsey. There's a screen. Fires from deep. Can't hit that one. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Takes a three. Lucic. Knocks down the 3-ball. He has 6.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Substitution on the court.
Edwards defending. Connects from 3-point range.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Releases. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Papanikolaou. Nothing on the board. 5 to shoot. Tries it from the top of the key. Doesn't go for him. Outside Edwards. Hits the 3-point bomb.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Edwards defending.
Boy, that's a rebounding clinic right there. He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
Pass to De Silva. A 3-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Now here's Edwards, guarded closer.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Pass to Fournier to stop the run. The shot comes out. From the arc. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Fournier gets a wide open look. Buries the long-range jumper.
3 points.
Fournier's got 6 points.
In the fast break situation, if Fournier sees an opportunity for an easy score, he's all in.
Took him no time at all on that one.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Here's Vezenkov. He has 6. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. He's got 8.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
There's the triple. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots. Outside Fournier. Launches it. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. They lead by 6. And coming up... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Vezenkov in at the 4 slot. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's the screen to tie it up. Pass to Papanikolaou. The 3-ball. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Second shot opportunity. It's tipped. Fires for 3. Sinks the 3-pointer.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Lets it go with the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Outside Fournier. 5 on the clock. Tries again. Yep, right through the net.
It's simple, but I like how Fournier squares up before shooting. I mean, his form is impeccable.
Drains the three-pointer.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Fires the three. The shot will not fall.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Giffey. Another shot. Lays it up off the glass.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Outside Fournier. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Drills the three-pointer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Papanikolaou. The quick look, no good that time.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. For three, Fournier. The offensive rebound. Full. And he dunks it down.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does. Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Papanikolaou. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Papanikolaou's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Pass to Booker. Beyond the arc. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Fires the three. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
To the wing on the left.
Hey, yo, right here.
Second chance shot. Fall with the rebound.
No time to waste on this possession.
You got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Here's Papanikolaou. Off target with his three. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the NBA on Thursday night. We're bringing it to you live here on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Clock at 6.
Almost had a chance at a 4-point play.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for the away team.
And he's good on the second.
3 shots.
And he nails the third. Beyond the arc. He can't get it to go. Outside Fournier. Here's the three.
Home team foul. Number 32. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Vazinkov. Pure from three-point range. 6 points for him.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
First quarter of play, a minute in. Puts up a three. They grab their own miss. That one goes in.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Now here's Fournier. Sinks it from distance.
Unleashes the bounce pass. An accurate assist.
Fournier's gone 1 for 2 from the three-point line. Here's Brooks. And the layup is good off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Pass to Fournier. Here's Vazinkov. 5 to shoot. Fires the three. Balmaro grabs the board. Connects from downtown.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Here's Papanikolaou. On the wing, Fournier. They set a pick. Here's Papanikolaou. Lets it go. Over to the left wing. And that one's good. Vazinkov.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
The three. Fournier with a rebound.
He's been off this whole period. Unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Pass to Vazinkov. Launches the three. Brooks with the rebound. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. When I asked about guarding the big man, Domantas Sabonis, he told me his versatility is really tremendous. I told our guys to be aware of not just his scoring ability, but to clog up any passing lanes they see, because he can really move the ball too. It's going to take a total team effort from us. Let's see how things play out.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Balmaro. There's the three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Fournier. And there's the screen. Stolen. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Fall.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Vazinkov's gone 1 for 4 from distance. And some very quick points for him on that possession. 5 points in the game. Here's Papanikolaou. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Intelligent basketball. Keep feeding the hot hand.
The 3 is up. Sinks the tray. It's all knotted up.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
From the top of the key. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And that misses. That would have put him up. In transition. Puts up a 3. Nails it from 3. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter here. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Some great action here early as we end the first quarter in a tie. We'll take a quick break. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be. Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempts.
The shot by Evans, no good. Takes it inside. Uses the glass on the layup.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Here's the pick. Fires the 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Mirotic can't get it to go.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Pulls up for 3. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
This one for 3. And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to McCormick. Here's Mirotic. And the 3 off target. Here's Dorsey. Still without a bucket. Lots of room. Good on the bucket. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. There's a screen. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Pass to Evans. Here's Peters. That one's good. This game is all even. Peters has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's the 3. And the 3-pointer goes. 5 points in the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Kept alive. Here's Dorsey. Goes back up. Good. He hits the jumper. Peters has got 5 points in the quarter.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Here's Mirotic. Off the mark there with a 3. 1:44 left to play in the half. Pass to Dorsey. The 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
From downtown. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Here's Evans. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5. Here's Mirotic. He's got 9. That's his 4th miss in 7 shots.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Sinks it from distance.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
To the wing, right side. Let's go with a 3. Counted from distance.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
29 seconds left in the first half. They set the pick. Jacks up a 3. The shot by Evans, no good.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Right wing. Here's Mirotic. And a miss there on the triple. He gets it up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Leading by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Now Brooks. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Brooks defending. Pass to Vizenkov. 4 on the clock. There's a screen. Fournier for 3. Here's Fall, and that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Gets the 3 to Fall. He's got 16.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Brooks defending. Pass to Vizenkov. 3-pointer. Knocks down the triple. Vizenkov's got 6.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen. And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Hits a 3-pointer.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
Brooks defending. To the inside. To the left wing. Here's Vizenkov. He's got 6. The baseline J. The shot that time not on target. Vizenkov's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. 4-3. They get it again. Drills it from deep. He's got 22.
That's a fantastic feed right there. kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
And there's the screen. Out to the wing. From deep. Hits the trifecta.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Will it go? Balmaro grabs the board.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
He buries it from 3. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Vezenkov. Takes the 3. Outside Fournier. Here's Vezenkov. Second shot opportunity. That one doesn't drop.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Knocks it down from distance.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Outside Fournier. Brooks defending. Here's Papanikolaou. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Give him 8.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Fires, high post. That one falls.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
Now here's Brooks. Not a lot of room. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. 37 points for him. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up by 15. And don't go away. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
First team foul.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Peters, out left to the wing. Connects, the jumper drops.
Well, offensively, he's doing his best to keep them in this game, but they might need someone else to step up as well.
Here's Mirotic. No good from outside.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
There's the triple. McCormick with a rebound. Beyond the arc. Buries it from 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Well, it's going to take something special now to get them back in this game.
Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem likely.
Here's Dorsey. Pass to Evans. He drops it from range.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Mirotic tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Peters. They set a pick. Pass to Dorsey. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And he drops it in from the low post. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. To the right side. Spins. Pass to Evans. Fires from the wing. And the shot goes in. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. To the left wing. Here's Mirotic. Sinks the tray.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Evans. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Off target from three-point range. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Peters. McCormick with a rebound. Well, Stan, you've coached some lockdown defenses. With the way the game is officiated these days, is it getting too hard to defend?
Well, it's certainly frustrating. You've heard defenders saying everything is a foul. We might need to redefine incidental contact.
Here's Evans. Brooks defending. The shot by Evans, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. There's 47 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Peters. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Had the space there, but it's offline. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Evans. Puts up a deep three. From beyond the arc, and then some. Fires away from way outside. No good. And so the home crowd treated to a win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Shields. And the three ball is good.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
It's up a three. They get it back. Oh, he misses the dunk. Lucic misses the three. Here's Bolmaro, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Stolen by Brooks. Shields. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Now here's Brooks. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 8.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start, giving up high.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Beyond the arc. Missed the shot. He's 3 for 4 in the game. Shields hands the shot with nobody near him.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play here in the first. Misses the corner 3. No good on the 3. Three-pointer. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Out left to the wing. 1:03 left here in the first quarter. They get it again. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Lucic. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
And they take the lead. He's got 16.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Will it go? Buries it from three-point range.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Outside Edwards. Right wing. Here's De Silva, and that one released in time, but no good. And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. They lead by 1. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities. Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Miritich the screen. Here he goes. And the basket is good.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
There's Quizair. And he makes good on the layup.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And it falls over the rim and in. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Fires for three. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Booker pulls it in. Covered by Mirotic. Kicks it out to Booker. And he's good on the 3 ball. Booker's got himself on the board with 3 there. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
McCormick's shot is off. Lets it go from deep. He doesn't hit that one.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Here's Quizair.
Away team ball.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Takes it inside. Misses from short range. Pass to Mirotic. From the arc. That one's in, his first shot this game.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Lets the 3 fly. No good that time.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
A minute 50 left in the first half of the game. And they're pushing it up to the right side. Here's Quizair. Takes a 3. Mirotic's shot is off. Mirotic has gone 1 of 3 on the night. He lobs it up.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. To the wing on the left. To end the run. And that's 2 points on the layup. Mirotic has got his second bucket of the night. Mirotic has gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. On the wing, Booker fires the 3. Traps in the tray.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
A 3 ball. Drains the 3-pointer. He has 5.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays. Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
That one drops. He ties it up. 29 seconds left in the first half. $15 seconds left in the second quarter. Lobbed up there for Booker. Shot clock at 6. Here's Quizair. Drills the 3-pointer.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
He gets it up. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
That is more than enough of us. Let's
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. So it's the visitors now. Pass to De Silva. They set the pick. Now Edwards. From past the arc. Rebounded by Balmoro. Shields. To the left side wing. Lucic. His three-pointers off the mark. Pass to Balmoro. Yep, that one goes in there. Balmoro's got his second basket of the game. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Launches it. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to De Silva. Over to the left wing. Back to Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Shields. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 14.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And here's Edwards from the arc. No good on the shot. Edwards gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin? Wow.
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. Here's the three. De Silva with the rebound.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
For three, Edwards. No good that time. Edwards gone 1 of 4 from the field. Cloak loose. Driving in. Balmoro, that's good. Balmoro's got 6 points. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Good on the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
This one for 3. He can't hit that one.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to De Silva. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. From downtown, that one doesn't go.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Misses the jumper.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
They set the pick. Lets it go with the three. De Silva with the bucket. He has 5.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Shields. Pass to Brooks. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Up 9. And we're And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Floats one, and it's good on the way up.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. He told us, guys, I need you all to come together right now on both ends. This game is not over. You need to go out there and take control now. We'll see how it looks coming out of the timeout. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Giffey. And stolen by Mirotic. Pass to McCormick. Back to Mirotic. They swipe it. From deep. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Puts it up. Booker pulls it in. Let's see if they can extend their lead to double digits.
And no reason to think they can't the way they're going.
For 3. No good. Shot missing. Pass to McCormick. Rejected by Booker. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Latrey. That shot off the mark. Now Mirotic launches a 3. No good there.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Quizier. No good on the triple. Lobbed up there for Booker. On the wing, Booker. Tries again. And the shot goes in.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Outside Mirotic. Fires from deep. That one's not going to go.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
He rifled that one in from distance. .153 left to play in the final quarter. That time, also a missed shot. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Giffey. And they'll get another chance. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
There's 49 seconds left in the game. Here's Gozer. Clock is at 3. Fires from way outside. The shot, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Launches from deep. From beyond the arc and then some. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight.
top live coverage of this Tuesday night NBA game here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Fires for three. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. That's tipped. Fires in the triple.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him about how difficult it is to game plan for someone like Trae Young, and coach said to me, I told our players to play up on him. The more he moves and runs around, the more likely he is to get into a rhythm, so we need to stay aggressive against him. Sounds like this might be a very physical game, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. We got a piece of it. Here's Fall. Over to the wing. Off target from outside. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Outside Edwards. On target from range.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Guarded by Edwards.
Away team foul. Edwards. First personal foul. First team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Pass to Fournier. Just 5 on the clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. In transition, here they come. Three-pointer in transition. He's got 6.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Here's Papanikolaou. And no good. The dry spell continues. Lets the three fly. Pure from three-point range.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
From behind the arc. Drains the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to De Silva. Lets it fly. And the first shot of the night for him, no good.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Here's Papanikolaou. Launches it. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Pass to De Silva. There's a minute 54 left in the first quarter here. 2 points. That one goes.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Inside. Here's the break. Jumps up. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Sends it home from three-point land.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And they are letting those threes fly from outside. Really in a great rhythm.
To the paint. It's stolen. And here's the fast break from deep three-point range. No good on the three.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Here's Vazinkov. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Second personal.
30 seconds left in the opening quarter. And there's a pick. The three is up. Knocks down the long J. 12 points for him.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
For three. Drops in the three.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. They lead by 13. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
From outside the arc. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Fast break. Here we go. Lets it go from deep. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Here's Fournier. Jams it in off a great move.
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
From the corner. That one drops for him.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Here we go. Takes a three. Connects from downtown.
And getting out in transition has really helped fuel this run.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Papanikolaou. They set the screen. And he dunks it down.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. They get it back. Second chance effort. No, he's made 3, missed 2 now.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Nails it from 3. Give him 8 points now.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And they're on the break. Fournier for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Fournier's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he'd missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to fall. On the wing, Fournier. Fires from deep. He can't hit that time.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that. And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Here's Papanikolaou. Booker defending. Buries it from 3.
This brings him to 3 total makes from the arc, with just 1 in this half so far.
From the arc. Drains the triple.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Here's Vazinkov. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Vazinkov's got 6 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Fournier with the ball. He's got 5. Here's Papanikolaou. Three-pointer off the mark.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
The 3-ball. Sinks it from distance.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
There's 47 seconds left in the second period.
That was okay, let's say that was an odd play. You don't see missed connections like that too often.
There's 45 seconds left in the second. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Pass to Evans. They set the pick. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go that time. There's the 3. It's Booker on the wing. And the three-pointer goes. Booker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Evans. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Leading by 17. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Well, I think for the home team, starting the season with a loss, you know they're ready to fight tonight. Don't want to start out 0-2.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the visiting team. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. The visitors with the ball. Out to the right wing. There's a screen. Here's De Silva. Connects from downtown. De Silva's got 7 points in the game.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Edwards. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MOB, physical, get in position for the putback and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And they're on the run. Over to the left wing. Here's Evans. No made baskets yet. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. Drops in the 3.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Evans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. The long-distance 3 is buried. 15 points in the game.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
They set the screen. Jacks up a 3. Lays out.
The ball goes to the away team.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks. The three drills it from deep.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Dorsey. Fires the three. De Silva with the rebound. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Give him 20.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
We've got 1:55 left in the third. Here's Peters. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Money on the 19-footer.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
From deep three-point land. The shot off that time. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
Away team foul. Number 13. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Dorsey. The three is up. De Silva with the rebound. De Silva's got his 4th rebound in this one. Fades and shoots. Can't get it to go. Shooting 7 for 13 from the field now. Driving in, and he jams it home with authority.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. The quick look, no good that time.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
There's the triple. Outside Edwards. Nails it from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Here's Evans. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Edwards can't hit. Here's Dorsey. Gets it off. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Outside Fournier. Pass to Fall. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go for him. Fires from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go.
3.
There's a screen. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
From behind the arc. The rebound by Vezenkov. To the wing on the left. From deep. That shot is off. They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
A nice shot by Booker. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. And here is Fournier. To the middle. Got a piece of it. This one for three. Knocks down the triple.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Booker with a screen on Fournier. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. You gotta at least show a little heart out here.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Yep, that one goes.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
And there's a pick. Releases. Here's Fall. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Misses the wing three.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside Fournier. Here's Papanikolaou. Here's Vezinkov. On target from range.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Fournier covering. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
They get it back. Ball passes to Fournier. He drops it from range. Fournier's got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's just a confident shooter from the three-point range, even with the D hovering near him.
There's a minute 12 left in the fourth quarter. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
Here's Papanikolaou. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from way outside. The shot by Vezinkov, no good. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .24 seconds left in the game. And no good. Fires away from way outside. Off the mark. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. Boy, a nice win on the road.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. From outside the arc, that one's good, Vazenkov.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
They set the pick. Shields. Brooks against Evans. Here's Papanikolaou. Back to Evans. Pass to Vazenkov. No good from outside. 3-on-3. Shields. No good with the triple. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Evans left side. Here's Dorsey. There's the three. The shot off that time. Shields. And he gets the bucket.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Papanikolaou. Pass to Dorsey. Here's Papanikolaou. Now Dorsey. Shot clock at 5. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Drops in the tray off the fast break. He has 5.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
It's Evans on the wings. Brooks covering. Pass to Papanikolaou. 14 feet away. Rebounded by Balmora.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Out to the right wing. Here's Papanikolaou. Finished off the break.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Shields. Nailed from three-point land.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Evans. Here's Vazenkov. Fades back. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets. Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
They're running. Pulls up for 3. Sinks the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Dorsey. He has yet to score. Pass to Papanikolaou. Just 5 on the clock. Down low. Here's Fall. Kicks it out to Evans. They get the rebound. Here's Vazenkov. Bangs home the trifecta. Vazenkov's got 9. 51 seconds left in the first. And the 3 ball is good.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 12 points for him.
He's firing on all cylinders. Has to be happy with his 4 of 5 shooting from the field so far.
Shields. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Papanikolaou. Out to the right wing. Now Dorsey. Evans outside. Jacks up a three. We're scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Leading by 8. And we'll be back with you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
We've got Evans, and it's Dorsey in at the shooting guard.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
The three. Off target from three-point range. They've got Fall, and it's Evans in at the one spot. They set the screen. Shoots the three. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. A three for Mirotic. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Dorsey. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. They've got Evans. And it's Vezenkov in at the 4 slot.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition and no one's on you, great shot there.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Fall. Out to the wing. Fires the three. Good on the three-point shot. Dorsey's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Connects from three-point range.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Now here's Evans. To the middle. Here's Vezenkov. Knocks down the three ball. Vezenkov's got 15.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
There's the screen. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
From deep, Evans. McCormick with the rebound. Evans has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Near the three-point line, it's Mirotic. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much tighter. You expect them to make every single one of those.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Here's Gozer. Scoreless thus far. Takes the three. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Fall passes to Dorsey. Pass to Papanikolaou. Spins. Here's Fall. There's the triple. A minute 20 left to play here in the second quarter. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
All sorts of time, and that's off the glass and in. 11 points in the game.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Here's Dorsey from outside off the mark.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Miritich has a wide open look, and it's off from three-point range. .30 seconds left to play in the first half. Evans kicks to Dorsey. Back to Evans. Here's Vezenkov. 15 points in the game. The three gets it to go from beyond the arc.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Dorsey. Can't nail the jumper.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Up by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
You take a look at the visitors. They've dominated night after night, the way my teams did. We're the critics they had at the beginning of the season. Skies have
And guys, let's see now about that closely contested first half for the visiting team. Thanks for joining us. Now let's...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Pass to Peters. Just 5 to shoot. Takes it off the glass.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Now here's Brooks. Shields hits the three-point bomb. 23 points in the game.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Brooks covering. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. And it ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Fournier, that's for 2. The shot goes down and gets his game back to even. Fournier's got his first points in this one.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field. Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Lets it go with the 3. No good that time.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Brooks covering. The tray. That one, no good. It's a close game here in Chicago. Shields. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And how aggressive has he been on the offensive end? Over half the team's points have been his.
Brooks covering. driving the lane, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
It's really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
1:53 left to play in the third. Shoots it. Good on the jump shot. 5 points in the game. Here's Balmaro. No scoring in this one. Brooks with the bounce pass. Peters grabs the miss. Brooks covering. Pass to Fournier. We've got 1:23 left here in the third quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They set the pick for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Fournier's got 5.
Yeah, there's a reason why Fournier takes a ton of threes. He's pretty good at it.
From downtown, the shot missing.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. 32 points in the game.
I mean, this guy is unreal. What a show.
Here's Peters. Lets it go from deep. And no good that time.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
24 seconds left in the third quarter. A three ball. Unable to get that one. Shields. It's good from long range. 6 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Milutinov, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? They're up by. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Cans it from downtown.
Yeah, Fournier did a great job. He waited for that window to open, took advantage.
That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Peters. Fires for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Peters has got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Mirotic, a screen on Fournier. From deep. That's a miss. It's miss number 2 in shots from the floor. They get a hand on it. Jacks up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's a good screen. Inside. Here's Milutinov.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. From past the arc. No good. That 3 off the mark.
Well, a fast start in the first half. Looks like he's playing the second half in the mud.
Down low. Here's Peters, covered by Mirotic. Shot clock at 5. To take the lead. McCormick with the rebound. McCormick's got his 5th rebound in this one. Quizair passes to Mirotic. Fires the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Pass to Peters. Fires from deep. And Mirotic sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
There's the triple. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Mirotic has gotten just 1 of 7 of his shots to go. Here's Peters. Good on the triple.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
You take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Yes, that goes in. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Fournier, that's for 2. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through.
Oh, huge shot from Evan Fournier. He's ready.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Got it.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
Now I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
51 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. To the wing right side. There's a screen. Shoots it up. A shot that time, not on target.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Mirotic the screen. Good.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Fournier, that's for 2. No good on that one. From deep 3-point territory. The visiting club takes the win on the road. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really...